In 2018, when I was diagnosed with progressive glaucoma, I joined a group of people in our country who live every single day with what many call a handicap. Overnight, I realized I was now part of a community of 83 million Americans who are afflicted with what many call a disability. In the days, weeks, and months after my diagnosis, I wasn't sure what my future held. I knew that because of my disease, I could eventually lose all of my eyesight. I entered a time of true depression as I struggled with what life could be like as a blind person. Ultimately, I gave up driving. I had to leave my job. The future didn't hold much hope for me. It was then that a friend of mine confronted me with a simple yet profound statement. He said, "Ed, you're disabled. You're not dead." What compassion, what sympathy, what understanding. Truthfully, I was ticked off. I thought that my friend was an insensitive jerk. Then I realized that my friend loved me enough to tell me what I needed to hear instead of what I wanted to hear. I needed to regain my vision for the future regardless of my loss of sight. As I began to grapple with and overcome my physical limitations, I realized that I had a disability of a whole different kind. I also discovered that I wasn't alone. Managers, executives, entrepreneurs, clergy, and leaders from every walk of life struggled with the same impediment. It's the insidious handicap of self-doubt and the fear of failure. Many have allowed their past failures to define their future. But just like my friend reminded me, you're disabled, you're not dead. Because of that, today I speak to business leaders on confidence-based leadership. I'm convinced that leaders can learn the principles necessary to move beyond their self-imposed boundaries and past disappointments and become truly great leaders. Leadership demands risk-taking. I show leaders how to calculate that risk, overcome their fear, and move forward despite of the possible dangers. I teach business owners and CEOs the need for personal development, learning, and planning. There's 4 programs that I offer. The first, the knowledge-based leadership principle, how to overcome your lack of expertise. The second is the time-based leadership principle, escaping the time management myth. The third, the focus and self-discipline based leadership principle. This is one of my favorites, becoming the person you were wired to be. And then the fourth one is technology-based leadership principles, how you can master the internet even at your age. Participants in these programs will learn to overcome fear, throw off time constraints, ignorance, and self-imposed disqualification. They will come away with improved confidence in their ability to lead and to promote change within their industry. Remember, you can do this.